Hello, YTPC. Ethan, Parsimonious Piper here. Cob Tuesday. Got my Cob Tuesday cob. Today, Missouri Meerschaum Volcano Unfinished. Got my Cob Tuesday hat. In this cob, I've got some more of that match barking dog from Edward Hobbs. I think I've decided I like this best in a cob. It's got a little bit of a codger feel to it. Nice stuff. For today's Cob Tuesday, I'm going to introduce a little bit of cognitive dissonance. So y'all probably are not used to seeing somebody in a cowboy hat geeking out over numbers. Well, but that's what I do. A bunch of y'all have put up your top 5 hits and misses, things like that for 2021. Figured I'd throw my cob hat into the ring. Well, to begin with, Jack Ryan Pipes had a gaw. I missed it, but he had a gaw going. And the question that he asked was, what 3 tobaccos do you have the most of? It's not really the same thing as asking, what are your 3 favorite tobaccos? Now, if you have not checked out his page, I'll have a link for it down below. He is a budding pipe maker, and if you watch all of his pipe videos, you will see a clear progression in things that he has learned, the shaping, contrast staining, things like that. His pipes are, boy, they're coming along just really nicely. Give him a look. So I looked in my spreadsheet to find out, what 3 blends do I have the most of? Well, 2 of them will be no surprise to any of you who have followed me, and that would be Pirate Cake and Bold Kentucky. I got a couple pounds of each of those. Not a huge amount, but a bit. It'll last me a while. I do intend to increase my holdings of both of those blends. Now, the third one is another one that I've got a couple of pounds of, but you haven't heard me talk about it at all because, well, I didn't smoke a single bowl of it last year. And that would be Seattle Pipe Club's Plum Pudding Special Reserve. Now, why do I have 2 pounds of it if I didn't smoke a single bowl of it last year? Well, the prior year, I had smoked a sample of this, decided that I really liked it. And when a crazy screaming low deal came up on cigarbid.com for it, I snatched up a couple pounds. But it's been sitting there a while. Probably will for a good bit more. I would not pay regular price for this, but I do like it enough to have a couple of pounds sitting around when I can get it relatively cheaply. Now, there are another dozen blends that I have a pound or more of. Some of the things you've heard me talk about, like Haunted Bookshop, Star of the East, Luxury Bullseye Flake, Byzantium, that kind of thing. Some of those are my staples. And I've got a pound of those. But yeah, those would be my top 3. Pirate Cake, Bold Kentucky, Plum Pudding Special Reserve. Now, so I went back and looked at my spreadsheet and thought, is there anything else in there that I can bore these people to death with? And yes, there is. For example, last year, I smoked 395 bowls. Now, my wife thinks I smoked 2 or 3 times that. But I've been honest, I have recorded every single pipe that I smoked. Well, that comes out to less than 1.1 bowls a day on average. I typically don't smoke on weekends, so yeah, there are a lot of weekdays where I'll have a couple of bowls, but a lot of them where I don't. So I'm not one of these 8 to 10 bowl a day pipe smokers. As a result, it does take me a while to actually work through stuff. I found that interesting. Have no idea whether you will. Last, everybody's sharing their top 5, bottom 5. Well, I figured I'd go at it just a little differently. Of all the blends that I smoked in 2021, and let me see how many of them were there. There were 89. I smoked 89 different blends. 2021. Of those blends, outside of a favorite like Haunted Bookshop, I figured I'd list the ones that I absolutely loved or really hated. Now on my spreadsheet, I keep a column 1 to 5 stars. And 1 star being that I would probably rather poke my eyes out with a rusty grapefruit spoon than ever have to smoke that again. I didn't have any 1s last year. That was good. That means I didn't absolutely hate anything that I smoked. A 2 just means I will never buy it again, and if you happen to gift it to me, I will very politely say thank you and very quietly trade it or send it to someone else. Now, on the flip side of that, the other end of the extreme, a 5 star for me is that's a pipe-gasm every time I light the bowl. I had a few of those this last year. So let's dive into the bottom end first. These are all 2s because I didn't have any 1s. It will come as no surprise to you that they're all aromatics except for a couple of Virginias. Let's go with the aromatics first. Cornell and Deal, Golden Days of Yore. It's okay. I'll never buy it again. Dunhill, Ready Rubbed. Man, I know some of you guys like that. Just does not do it for me. Lane Limited, Black Raspberry. Milan Tobacconists, Sunset Rum. Not to be confused with, I believe it's Sutliff Sunset Rum, which I do like. New Minster, Blackberry number 23. No, sir. New Minster, Creamy Peaches number 303. Pipes and Cigars, a couple of Scotty's blends. I know some of you aromatic guys really like these Scotty's blends, but I just don't get them. I taste what's there, I just don't like it. Scotty's Honey and Chocolate and Scotty's Trout Stream. Now the 2 Virginias, again, boy, I know some of you guys just really like this stuff. Carolina Red Flake. That does absolutely nothing for me. Just, yeah, that's a 2. And what was the other Virginia? Oh. As much as I love Luxury Bullseye Flake, Peter Stokkebye's Luxury Twist Flake. Nope. 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 Now, if any of you guys really like these and would like me to send you what I have left, my Gmail is erutternc. You can find it on the About section of my channel. Just contact me. First come, first serve. I'll send you whatever I have left, if any, of those things. Because I will probably not ever smoke them again, if I can avoid doing so. Now, if you happen to have any of these that are 5 stars for me, I would love to do a trade. particularly if these are things that you just didn't like. Let's dive into the 5 stars. Cornell and Deal's Byzantium. It's a cheap bulk Balkan. Say that 10 times fast. It's a bargain bulk Balkan. Really good stuff. It's Latakia, Turkish, and Perique. No Burley, no Virginia. It's good for tongue bite. Seems to have restorative powers. This one will be no surprise to you. Cornell and Deal's Old Joe Krantz. Ironically, though, I love the stuff. I kind of laid off the Haunted Bookshop this year and smoked a little more Old Joe Krantz. Mostly because I got a ton of it and I want to get it out of my cellar. And I like it almost as much as Haunted Bookshop. But that one is a 5 for me. Pirate Cake. Gotta love Pirate Cake. Anything with that much Latakia. Close behind, Cornell and Deal Star of the East Flake. Another Latakia heavy blend. John Cotton's Double Press Kentucky. Absolutely love the stuff. John Middleton, Codger Blend, classic Carter Hall. Right now, that's still my favorite Codger. And the last 3, Mac Barron's HH Bold Kentucky. I like that just a little more than Old Dark Fired, which is a 4 for me. Then HH Rustica. Oh, love that stuff. And last but not least, Sam Gawith, 1792 Flake. All of those are 5 stars for me. Now you'll notice that with the exception of, say, Byzantium, maybe, and Carter Hall, all of those are lock up the wife and kids, keep the women and children away, that kind of thing. They're burly, rough blends. They're not all burly blends. A couple of them are Virginias, but you know what I mean. They're not soft, gentle stuff. They're things I can taste. I like them. So again, if you've got any of those you want to get rid of because you didn't like them, or you want to trade for any of the aromatics that I'm unloading, let me know. Otherwise, I'll keep taking those jars to meetups and seeing if there's any desperate soul I can unload them on. Stuff's pretty good. With that, do check out Jack Ryan Pipes. Link will be below. Sorry I missed your gaw, buddy, but figured your channel was definitely worth shouting out, given the raw talent that you are beginning to share with us. And with that, folks, hope I didn't geek you out too much for a redneck with a computer. Light something you like. Enjoy your afternoon.